Imagine buying a plant that never needs any soil. No potting mix, no repotting it, no getting dirt all over your floor. Instead, you can just mount these plants onto pieces of driftwood. You can display them in glass globes. You can hang them from fishing lines so that they appear to just float in midair. Or you can even just set them on a shelf and they will continue growing without ever being planted in soil. I know it almost sounds fake, but these plants are completely real. Today, I'm going to show you 5 incredible air plants that can grow almost entirely off of the moisture and nutrients that they collect from the air around them. All right, guys, so some of them will change color before they bloom, which is super cool. Some produce unbelievably beautiful flowers, and one of them grows into such an enormous silver sculpture that it honestly doesn't even look real. And make sure you stick around until the end because I'm saving what many people consider to be the king of all air plants for last. It is one of the most spectacular houseplants I have ever seen. And if you have never seen one before, you are definitely going to want one after this video. Let's get right into it, guys. To start off the list, I am going with probably the most popular air plant in the world, the Tillandsia ionantha. If you have ever seen these little air plants sitting around inside glass terrariums or seashells at a garden center, chances are you've seen one of these Tillandsia ionanthas. The reason that they're so popular is because they're incredibly easy to grow, they stay nice and compact, and right before they flower, something amazing happens. Normally the leaves are a soft green or silvery kind of color, but as the plant prepares to bloom, the center begins turning a brilliant, bright red. Then, out of that red center emerges a cluster of beautiful purple flowers. It is a really dramatic transformation, guys, especially considering how small the plant is. Another thing that I really love about these ionanthas is how quickly they produce pups. After flowering, the mother plant will begin producing baby plants around the base. Over time, one little air plant can eventually become an entire clump of dozens of plants growing together, creating a really beautiful natural display. They're incredibly versatile too. You can glue them onto driftwood, mount them onto cork bark, place them inside of, a decorative display, or simply just leave them sitting on a shelf or sitting on a book or, sitting on your desk. Their roots aren't really there to absorb nutrients like normal houseplants. They're mainly used to anchor themselves onto trees or rocks in their natural setting. They are incredibly easy to grow, but if you are looking for an air plant with a much stranger shape that almost looks like it came from another world altogether, then you will definitely want to see this next one. Next up is one of the weirdest looking air plants that you will probably ever see, the Tillandsia caput-medusae. Okay, so the Tillandsia caput-medusae. The name literally means Medusa's head. And once you see it, you will immediately understand why. So even if I'm not saying it exactly correctly, you guys get what I'm saying. You guys get the point. The thick, twisting leaves, they grow in every direction like a head full of snakes. And it honestly looks like some strange sea creature more than it does a plant. Like most air plants, it naturally grows attached to tree branches throughout Central America, where it collects moisture directly from rain, humidity, and morning dew. One thing I really like about this species is that every single plant develops its own unique shape. Some curl tightly, while others stretch outward in dramatic spirals. So no two plants ever look exactly alike. When it flowers, it sends up a colorful bloom from the center that is often bright red with striking purple flowers emerging from the tip. So they look super cool. And it is definitely one of those plants that visitors will notice immediately when they come into your house or your apartment or your office building, wherever it is. They will notice immediately and ask, what is that? So be prepared for some questions if you have got one of these ones, guys. They're very unusual looking and very cool. But if you thought that one looked unusual, wait until you see this next one, because it is covered in tiny white hairs that allow it to survive in places where many other air plants could not. And it really looks very odd. So let's take a look at that right now. What's up, guys? I just wanted to let you know that I've started a second channel here on YouTube. And this one I'm talking about, still about plants, I swear, still about plants, but I'm talking about more than just houseplants. I'm talking about farming, gardening, medicinal plants, native plants. So if you want to learn about plants, if you like the content I'm making beyond just the houseplant videos, please check out my second channel. I'll put the link in the comments. I'll put the link in the description. And please give me a follow over there. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys very much. This next air plant has one of the most fascinating adaptations in the entire plant kingdom. This is the Tillandsia tectorum. At first glance, it almost looks fuzzy or like it's covered in snow or something. It has these tiny white hairs covering the leaves, which are called trichomes. And if you know that word, then, we'll touch on that in another video, but it's covered in those crystals like something else you might have seen before, the trichomes, which are one of the reasons why air plants, and why specifically this air plant, is so incredible. Instead of absorbing most of their moisture through roots like ordinary plants, the trichomes actually collect water directly from the air. They soak up rain, fog, and humidity like millions of tiny little sponges. The thick coating of trichomes, it also reflects sunlight, which helps protect the plant from drying out in the harsh mountain environments where it naturally grows in Peru and Ecuador. Because of all those silvery hairs, the entire plant, it almost looks like it's glowing, which gives it a look unlike any other houseplant. It is incredibly elegant and it looks amazing mounted onto driftwood or displayed by itself, where people can really appreciate the beautiful texture. While this one is prized mostly for its incredible foliage, the next air plant combines beautiful foliage with one of the longest lasting and most fragrant flowers that you will find on any houseplant. So let's get into that one right now. Next up, we have one of my absolute favorite flowering houseplants, the pink quill plant. Now, this one surprises a lot of people because you'll usually see it growing in a small pot. So most people assume that that means that it's not really an air plant. But it absolutely is. Don't be fooled. We're like the Who. In 77, we won't be fooled again. Sorry, I don't know when the Who released that song, to be honest, but shout out to Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey, Keith Moon, John Entwistle. We love you guys. The Who, one of the great bands of all time. Anyway, getting off topic here, guys. The roots, the roots really don't function the same way they do on most houseplants. They are just really there to anchor the plant in place while the leaves continue collecting much of the moisture they need from the air. So people tend to plant this one into soil when they're selling it. I think it's maybe just to keep it upright and keep it displayed, but the soil is, you can put it it in some soil, but it's definitely not necessary. And the flower is what really makes these ones special. Before it blooms, it develops a large, bright pink structure that looks almost like a feather or a quill sticking straight up from the middle of the plant. Then, brilliant purple flowers begin emerging from the sides of that pink bract, one after another. And that pink color can stay beautiful for months, making this one of the longest lasting flowering houseplants that you can grow indoors. And not just that, it's not just beautiful and long lasting, but it has a beautiful fragrance. These things are really heavily scented when the purple flowers open, and it is a beautiful smell. So that makes this one super unique. So it is very colorful, super unique, easy to grow, and it is unlike almost anything that you will see at your local plant shop, your local nursery, at one of the big box stores, or at any of your friend's house. This is an extremely unique and incredibly special plant, in my opinion. But as beautiful as the pink quill plant is, I told you I was saving the best for last, like I always do, guys. And this final plant is considered by many collectors to be the king of all air plants. It really doesn't look like any of these other ones. It gets way bigger than any of these other ones, and it is really awesome. So let's check that out. All right, we have finally made it to my favorite air plant of them all, the incredible Tillandsia xerographica. If you have never seen one of these before, prepare to be amazed. Let's check it out right now. Look at that, guys. Unlike the tiny little air plants that most people picture when they think about air plants, this species can eventually grow well over 2 feet across. Their enormous silver leaves curl outward in perfect spirals, giving it the appearance of a giant living sculpture. Honestly, it barely even looks like a plant. It looks more like something that belongs in a science fiction movie. So, between the fact of how strange it looks, its unique color, the fact that it doesn't need soil, I mean, this almost should be considered something other than a plant. It really is just really incredible, but really unique, and just one of my favorite plants of all. So, the xerographica is native to the dry forests in Central America, where it spends its entire life attached high up in the branches of trees, never touching soil. As it grows larger and larger, the graceful curling leaves become even more dramatic. And mature plants eventually send up enormous flower spikes that can last for months. They are certainly more expensive than many other air plants, but once you see a mature specimen in person, you'll immediately understand why. And still, guys, compared to some other large houseplants and stuff, you know, they're more expensive than other air plants, which you can maybe get like $2 or $5. So they're still, very affordable. And they are truly one of the most spectacular houseplants that you can own. So if you're going to only buy one air plant after watching this video, make it this one. This is definitely the one I'd recommend. They are really awesome, and you will love to have them over your house. And maybe get a few, set them. You can even set them in the branches of your other plants. If you've got some dracaenas or some type of ficus tree, they look really cool when you set them on the tree branches like they would, naturally grow. So that is the Tillandsia xerographica, the king of all air plants and one of my favorite plants of all. I think that air plants are really some of the most fascinating houseplants in the entire world. The fact that they can spend their entire lives growing without ever being planted in soil, it almost seems impossible. And yet there are hundreds of different species. I've only, scratched the surface with this video, so let me know if you want a part two, because there are tons of different types. but they are all different, all have unique shapes, unique colors, different types of flowers, and different, ways of growing. So if you have never tried growing one before, I really hope that this video convinced you to give it a chance. And if you already have a favorite air plant that I didn't mention today, please let everyone know down in the comments. I would love to hear which species you have had the best luck growing, or even just what you think looks the coolest and is the most beautiful, even if they are tough to grow. You know, please let us know. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you next time for some more incredible houseplants. Love you guys. Thank you very much.